Good evening, XANGO Nation, and welcome to our first ever FAVAO webinar since we have launched officially this product line. November 30th, 2011, welcome to the call. Before we get into this webinar, I want to just talk about what we've seen this month. A whole level of excitement throughout all of North America. The largest web spike that we've had, get this, in 4 years, and I'm telling you that is just the beginning of what we're seeing here at XANGO. Increased server capacity is needed. We've made some rather large investments there, and over 10,000 unique visitors in the last 2 days since we've launched the FAVAO website. For those of you who haven't had a chance to get online yet and actually see the back end of this website with the videos, the meal plans, the exercise programs, you've got to do that, and the way you do it is you get on the system. So grateful for all those individuals who have had a great part in leading up to this monumental growth spurt in XANGO's history. We were just recently recognized on Google Trends. Certainly, this is a great time to be a part of XANGO and a great time to get on your weight management system with FAVAO. Without any further ado, let's get this call rolling, and I'm going to turn the time over tonight to Scott Smith, our Senior VP of the Americas over IT. Scott does a lot in this company, and we're so grateful to have him. Scott, take it away.
Thanks, Aaron. Great to be here with everyone tonight. You know, we just finished a Thanksgiving weekend challenge in U.S. and Canada. We included Canada, even though they had Thanksgiving several weeks ago. But over the weekend, last weekend, we had a challenge where we challenged all of our and try to talk with their family members while they were with them over Thanksgiving and gather their FAVAO orders over Thanksgiving when all of them were stuffed full after Thanksgiving dinner and thinking about the diet they needed to get on after that big meal. Let's get them going on FAVAO. And so we had a challenge, and we have some winners that I want to announce right now. Our runners-up, those who received a beautiful XANGO branded Storm Tech jacket worth $90. Ben Shawwell, Georgetta Kingery, John Fust, Susie Butler, and Terry Byers. Congratulations to the 5 of you for winning the jacket. We also had 10 other winners who won a XANGO branded water glass. And then we had a grand prize winner, and the grand prize winner is Amber Fish, a 1K from Oregon, who won a brand new iPad 2 with everything XANGO loaded on it, and we even have a XANGO branded smart cover for that iPad 2.
Let's hear it for Amber, everyone.
Fantastic. I love it when we see a 1K in our compensation plan win a challenge like this. It's so wonderful. Dave, why don't you tell us what's up, what's new, what are we doing?
Thanks, Scott. We are so excited with this, obviously. When we roll this thing out, we're going to do it as big as we can. That's the XANGO way. And the very first thing that's new, obviously, is the brand new FAVAO.com. So many great pieces there. You are going to want to investigate that. Set aside about an hour to go on a tour, because that is one fun place to be. It's got some special login access. Obviously, when you become part of the program, you have the 1-year subscription. We've actually made that 13 months. I don't think we've exploited that information enough. It's not just 1 year. We've got an extra month of access at FAVAO.com. You use your XANGO ID and your password. We run that against who's purchased into the pre-launch package, and you get exclusive access to information there. Some great new videos have come out. We'll talk about those in a second. We'll have regular blog articles, things that are being updated all the time by the experts, by the people using it, by the founders. Pieces of information that will help you, first of all, with your program, using FAVAO to be your healthiest and to get fully well and to manage your weight, but also to help you build your business. Some great blog articles coming up there, obviously feeding into the social media aspect, some great downloads, resources, again, to help you get the most out of belonging to FAVAO and then to get the most out of it for helping you build your business. Now, when we look at this, obviously there will be more. We're tacking things on all over the place. The very first thing we're launching after, obviously, if you've been there, we launched it, what's today, the 30th. So 2 days ago, we had the very first opening of FAVAO.com. We have now made available, this is today, the FAQs, the frequently asked questions that happen with Trish and Christy. And I got to interview them and I got to play the dummy while I asked all the, well, that's not fair because nobody who asks the question is the dummy, although when I ask them I sound like a dummy. My point is, they've got all the information we need, and we're just hitting everything. How does this work? What if I feel this way? This feels like this. Trish and Christy give us the answers, the expert opinions and information and data that give us that information. We've got 3 different sets that are available, and the first set will be available to all visitors. Anybody who wants to come to FAVAO.com can learn about that. We'll actually have them on XANGO.tv. But for the other 2 sets, so we have kind of an intro, then we have working the program, and then going forward. But if you have any access at all, you'll get to see the first set of frequently asked questions, and then behind the login, behind your XANGO ID and password, you'll have access to section 2 and 3, which are a little bit more in-depth about the program, the product, the menu plan, the exercises, the workouts, so many things that people have questions about, and we have those available now in sections 1, 2, and 3. Now, again, if you check out XANGO.tv, you'll find videos with Dr. Templeman, videos with the FAVAO experts. We'll end up having videos from founders, from users, from executives, eventually from distributors, and from people all over the world who are having great experiences. So remember to check FAVAO.com and XANGO.tv. That's where you'll have all the current information on this incredible new lifestyle program. Now, Scott, I want to throw back to you, Mr. Scott Smith, owner and proprietor of All Great Information. Take it away.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. We're going to talk a little bit about the timeline, let you know what's going on, make sure we're all on the same page here. Many of you have purchased in November the Total Body Cleanse Pack. Those orders will begin shipping this week. Congratulations, you'll be getting your packages, your first FAVAO products later this week, and some of you beginning next week, depending on how long it takes to get it to you. In December, beginning tomorrow morning, we're going to take pre-orders for the next phase of our pre-launch. I'm not talking about the next phase in the program or anything like that. I'm talking about the next phase of our pre-launch. And here's, well, we're going to talk a little bit about what is available in that ordering. And you want to stay tuned because some of you know what the package includes, but you don't know about a special pricing announcement that we'll be making towards the end of this webinar. So stay tuned. And then we have our official launch on December 28th. Look for a video of our official launch on December 28th, and more information will be coming about that very soon.
I would say groundbreaking, earth-shaking. It's the video that is going to launch this thing into the stratosphere.
Yeah, and we're not talking about a webinar with just slides and voices like you're hearing now. We're talking about real live video with real live people on it, which is going to be awesome. So I want to introduce to you right now our founder, Joe Morton, who's one person who I just really look up to and enjoy working with. I've been working with him for several years on my own fitness and health. And Joe, why don't you tell us a little bit about the products that are going to be available coming up?
Absolutely, Scott. Thank you so much, and right back at you. It's a pleasure to work with you. I don't know about that, Dave, but, you know, yeah. Dave, love you. All right, so I am thrilled about these products. Absolutely love them. I'm just going to jump right into them now. Talk about, quickly, I know we've talked a lot about the cleansing, but I want to just add a few elements to the cleanse here that to refresh our memories, and also just a few thoughts on this. There's questions coming in about the body cleanse, this tea, questions about when to take it. We recommend at night. It does say on the label that it's half to a full scoop. Get to know your body. Get to know your body on that, but we take that at night. Again, the reason why you take that at night is because, let me back up for just a second and go through a few of the ingredients. Of course, we've got mangosteen, Garcinia mangostina in there. Why? For hundreds of years, and we've been talking about the story about what a benefit the mangosteen is on full body, but also on the stomach. And so the story is there, very powerful. But you also have in there senna. Senna is used primarily for the intestinal tract, and as Dr. Talbot said several webinars ago, unfortunately here in North America, our intestinal tract has become somewhat lazy, I guess you can say, and senna helps to move stuff through. Let's just put it that way. It just moves it through, and it helps to almost like a massaging effect on your intestinal tract. And so you take that at night. It acts nice and gently throughout the evening, so that when you wake up in the morning, you're ready to rock and roll, kind of thing. And so it's best to be taken at night. Also in there, we're talking about total a body cleanse on this because we're talking about milk thistle as well, cleansing of the liver. Anyone who knows anything about milk thistle, that's usually the first place people will go from a natural perspective to help cleanse the liver. You've got burdock root as well. This is a blood purifier for the toxins that build up in our blood. And buckthorn bark as well. Buckthorn is also used gently on the intestinal tract as well. And so incredible formulation here that we're receiving phenomenal results. Now on to the fiber. Okay, so this is an interesting one that people ask, well, why do we use fiber? Okay, fiber basically, it just pushes stuff through the system. That's in essence what it does. It doesn't have that same effect as senna. It's more of just kind of push it through the system. And also one of the great benefits of fiber was, interesting that I was on my way back from Australia and I was watching, we had a great meeting in Australia recently, I was watching a segment on the in-flight from Dr. Oz, and they were asking him, what do you use? What's something simple, quick, and easy that you can use for weight loss? And the first thing that he said was fiber, particularly psyllium. Guess what the first ingredient in this? Psyllium. And why? Because it helps to not only cleanse the system by pushing stuff through, but it also helps to fill your stomach. So imagine this. It's what happens is when you put this into a cup, and you can do your own demonstration of this, just put it in a cup, mix it with water, and let it sit for a minute, maybe 2 minutes. You're going to see it coagulate. That's what happens in your system. Coagulates up, and it helps push things through, which is why you also want to drink a lot of water with this, okay? You don't want to just kind of take a sip of water. It does do that. It's not going to hurt you by any means. It's just a little uncomfortable. So you want to drink lots of water with this, okay? Phenomenal to help curb the appetite. Brilliant. There are whole entire diet plans out there focused around something like this. That fiber that helps to fill your stomach. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen the infomercials. You've seen things out there. So, I mean, incredible. I'll tell you. And when to take that, you know, and get to know your body as well. I like to take it right after my breakfast, and I like to take it before bed. That's my strategy. More kind of after my dinner, because it helps truly to curb your appetite throughout the evening. Okay? Phenomenal. I'm telling you, right there alone, people are going to have incredible results. So let's jump into the stuff that you're going to see.
Let me throw this in, Joe, just to reiterate, the body cleanse you take at night, I take it at night, and the fiber, you can pretty much kind of take it whenever. I usually take that one at night. I know my wife, Tiffany, takes it first thing in the morning. So that one's kind of up to you.
Yep.
So there you
know your body. Get to know your body, exactly. Okay, so now what you're going to see this month, okay, protein. I'm going to hit that one first. This is exciting. Okay, again, there's 2 proteins for those who are not aware of this. We've got a whey-based protein, which also includes some plant-based proteins as well. You've got whey and you've got pea, rice, and chia seeds. But also you're going to have an option for those who are trying to avoid whey. We have an option where there's higher amounts of the rice, the pea, and the chia. And again, we encourage you to just Google the chia, for example. I'll give that. It's considered a whole protein. One of a plant-based whole protein is phenomenal. And we're trying to avoid soy protein out there for obvious reasons. You know you've heard things out there. There's a lot of concern about soy. We've avoided it completely, and you have a full plant-based protein for those who are looking for a vegetarian option. And so it's phenomenal. I'll tell you, this is great. Now, how does protein affect weight loss? You know, interesting, I was, to reference my trip to Australia, just a couple weeks ago, I was reading the Runner's World edition, the Australian-New Zealand Runner's World edition, and they had an article in there particularly about protein and weight loss. What it talked about, simply put, as you hit protein strategically placed throughout the day, it curbs your appetite properly to make sure that you don't overeat. People lose weight. That's just one of the great reasons you're going to want to take protein. And our protein supplement offers that perfectly, okay? Also, from a muscle building perspective and a fat burning perspective, it's right there. And we know that story of protein for the most part. But I'm telling you, from a curbing of the appetite, that's one of the things that we seek a lot. And that's one of the feedbacks we've received a lot from the field is, wow, help us from that perspective. It is tough. It's tough in North America, especially, to curb that appetite. Watch this, folks. Watch how this works. It's amazing. And, you know, with the program that's coming coming with it. And I know Aaron's going to talk about that a little bit later, but that's going to also teach proper principles of hitting the proteins throughout the day, which is absolutely key.
Exactly, and on the FAVAO website, you can actually find out ways to make your protein shakes, which change it up every day, and just it is so good. It's so good. Let me just tell you this. You know, my wife Tiffany was talking to a friend the other day who started a running regimen, and she would say that she was hitting a wall at 2 miles, and Tiff threw out some of these principles on the FAVAO weight management system. And it turns out she was just getting up and eating. There was no fuel for her body, and it was no wonder she was hitting the wall. I'm telling you, that's where the FAVAO system comes into play with these products, because you're actually counseled on the way you need to go about nourishing your body so that you get the optimal results in everything that you're doing. So it's a phenomenal program.
Man, this is brilliant, I'll tell you. Now, the metabolic, I want to touch on this as well. This is so key, and I got to tell you, I absolutely love it. Both Aaron and I were talking about how much of an impact it's made in our lives as well. I'll get to that in a minute. But I'll just hit a few of these key ingredients, but you need to know that it's centered around the mangosteen, which is brilliant. To be able to see the studies that came out of the Garcinia mangostana extract associated with the Sphaerotheca indigus extract, these two combined showed incredible weight loss results. But then we added to it as well the herbivate, which again has been used in a lot through appetite suppressants and also from a metabolic burn perspective. And cinnamon, for example. Cinnamon, I encourage you just to Google some of these and Google the importance of cinnamon from a weight loss perspective. For example, I just did this myself, just kind of did a quick little Google search on cinnamon, and it talked about affecting the insulin, and because insulin is the hormone that turns excess sugar into fat. This means less weight gain if you can help control this, and cinnamon has been traditionally used from that perspective to help control the insulin levels. And so, and it's also helps you feel fuller for longer. It's a great appetite suppressant. So this product is amazing. Now, my personal testimonial was I actually forgot it when I went to Australia, and I couldn't figure out why I was just grabbing for foods at different times of the day. I'm usually pretty good about that, especially with this product. This product works. Not only does it help from an appetite suppressant, but for me, I felt a lack of energy. I felt less interest in exercising. It was strange, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it until I got home, started taking it again, and boom, I was right back on track. And I know, Aaron, you were saying the same thing. You were just a couple of days of not taking it.
Yeah, this product is off the charts. So, you know, coming from, I mean, Joe's been in this industry all his life. Gordon has been in this industry all his life. I've been in it for over 2 decades, and I've got to say, you know, I've looked at a lot of weight management health products, and this one tops them all. We're excited about it. You're going to see more information featured by the doctors on the FAVAO website, special video Q&A and special Q&A sections taking place. So the information doesn't stop here. It only starts here.
Absolutely. So you've got incredible products coming at you in December. A little glimpse of something that's coming in January too is the stevia product. You're going to find stevias in the the tea that we're coming out with. You're going to see stevias in some of the others, including the protein. And we're going to offer,
and stevia is a natural sweetener. And Joe, why don't you get those statistics on sugar in general?
Absolutely. I just found some information through some research that says the last 20 years we have increased sugar consumption in the U.S. 26 pounds per year to 135 pounds of sugar per person per year. At the turn of the century, it was only 5 pounds per person per year. And here we are at pushing over 130 pounds per year. Now, I don't know if I need to go much further. Everyone knows that basically, like I found another article here talking about the excess sugars that we take in is stored as fat, which means gaining weight from eating sugar. We need to eat less sugar, basically, is the answer. And stevia is going to help do that. It's a plant, all natural plant. You can feel confident in this. it's no calories, that you feel good about being able to use it, and it tastes great. So you can sprinkle it in your coffee, your tea, your cereal, whatever you're using it in, to help. And the recipes that are going to come with the program actually include a lot of stevia. So that's going to be offering you the chance to be able to use your own XANGO stevia. It's phenomenal. Now, with that, I want to there's been a lot of questions about, whoa, Ron's been on a couple webinars. He's lost quite a lot of weight. Here's just a picture here, if you can show that, Dave. There's a picture of Ron so far, and
it's Ron and his two brothers.
And it's so fun to watch. He's looking great. He's feeling great, and it's so wonderful to see these results. So with that, I'll turn it back to Scott.
Well, I thank you, Joe. And, you know, I got to compete against Ron here a little bit. So I'm going to show you my pictures here. Very, very few people have seen this picture from a couple of years ago, and many people don't even remember what I looked like a couple of years ago. It was terrible. That picture makes me sick. But for the last couple of years, I've been working with Aaron and Joe and others on my own health and my own fitness, and I've used pieces of the concepts that have come about for FAVAO, and I've lost some weight. And I started taking some of the actual FAVAO products earlier this year in the spring, along with many of you who were in our initial trials, and you can see the result from the last couple of years. And then since October 1st, I've been on the full FAVAO program, and you can see the results in just 7 weeks. And I'm so pleased. I feel so much better. I feel great, actually, and I actually love going to work out. It's been really fun. And here's an interesting thing. You know, I lost a lot of weight there, and I even lost weight since October 1st. But I noticed in the last couple of weeks, the last few weeks, my weight loss has slowed down quite a bit. And I had to realize that that's okay, because what I'm doing is I'm converting now. I'm converting from fat to muscle. And I'm noticing that in the gym and the amount of weights that I'm able to lift, and it just feels great.
You look great, Scott.
Oh, thanks.
I was walking through on the second floor here at XANGO headquarters, and I walked right by Scott 2 days ago. This was after the Thanksgiving holiday, and I didn't even recognize him. And I think that goes to show what a powerful transformation from a body typing standpoint that's taken place here just since October 1st of 2011.
Yeah.
I mean, you have much to be proud of. It's exciting to see. And Scott is beaming. He's got a smile on his face every day because of the new man he is.
It's been a fun journey, that's for sure, and you can sure see that difference in those pictures. But I wanted to point out that sometimes, you know, in doing weight loss, you come to a point in your weight loss where you hit a plateau in your weight on the numbers on the scale. And, you know, really it isn't a plateau when you're on the FAVAO system. It's not a plateau. What you're doing at that point is you're converting fat to muscle, and you're reshaping your body even though the numbers aren't changing on the scale. And that's okay. Everyone's going to go through that at some point. I lost a ton of weight. I also lost some muscle during that initial weight loss. And now I'm building that back up. I'm building up that muscle, and I can see the difference in the gym. And I feel wonderful. Feel great. So with that, you know, I want to introduce a special guest that we have here with us on the phone on this webinar. It's 200K Select Eric Welsh. Eric, so glad that you're with us on the webinar here, and I wanted to introduce you and let you talk a little bit about what you feel from the opportunity and your experience just in the last several days here, now that you've got some more information about FAVAO and what you've been thinking and how you've been working with your team. Eric?
Yeah, thanks, Scott. And I'm just sitting here in awe of those pictures. That's just incredible. Way to go. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to getting rid of those chubby cheeks you see in the picture there myself. So I'm looking forward to some after pictures coming up soon. And I'm just excited, honored to be here. Thanks for asking me. I'm saying if someone is hearing this and hasn't seen the FAVAO back office yet, holy cow. I've been getting texts and emails and lots of exclamation marks all over them. And when I saw this, I was actually a little mad because I realized that what I just purchased was so awesome. And a few years ago, I paid over $650 to have someone give me a detailed nutrition and workout plan with some level of accountability which basically was if I could call the guy and get a hold of him on his cell phone, he'd kind of, talk me off the ledge, I suppose. But it wasn't anywhere near the simple or cost-effective or anything. And I looked at it and I thought, I don't need to figure anything out, right? Everything's just totally done for me. And the first thing we did, Heidi and I, we sat down when we could log into it, and we looked at the nutrition and meal plan. And I need to tell you the reaction of a mother of 7 children, 11 and under, who has a lot of time spent in the kitchen. And she said 3 things that I thought were just awesome. She said, that's a lot of food to eat, right? She said, I can't imagine I'm going to be feeling hungry on that. The second she said is that she looked at the menu items and said, I can see our whole family doing this, which was a big concern of hers, is if we're going to have some weird diet for us and the kids have a different thing. And the third thing, she says, I looked at the shopping list and came to the conclusion that we're going to save a lot of money on feeding our family and healthier as a side effect of that. So I got excited and took the shopping list that's in there. You print it, and it's a total checklist for your shopping list for the week 1. And I went grocery shopping yesterday, and I typically am not a fan of grocery shopping at all, and because I have no idea what I'm buying, and I end up grabbing a bunch of extra food and expensive and unhealthy stuff. And I even brought my two-year-old along with me, which is very brave. And we blew through that store and got all the shopping done for week 1 in under 20 minutes. And my wife was amazed. I don't remember the total, but my wife was looking at it thinking, this is amazing. And I actually felt healthier just shopping that way. It was weird. It was like I felt good about myself at the cash register. It was like really cool. And so we actually started this morning already. And we couldn't even wait for December 1st to start. We just had to get going. And taking pictures and measurements today. And it's the first time I'm actually excited about my diet in December instead of dreading it. And what's happening with the team is a lot of things are working for those who are sharing the excitement, because I guess I never realized that people are so ready for a legitimate and complete solution, for their weight and health concerns. I just hadn't thought of it much. And as you start talking to people, it's amazing how open they are to it. And even though we're already, just in the pre-launch phase, it's already just amazing me. And, Heidi's putting it together, a team of ladies. I'm going to have a team of men, and we're going to have a little friendly competition for the first 12 weeks of the year. And so keep things fun and do it together. And the idea of doing it together has made it very easy for people to say yes, because they want to be a part of not just the product, but they want to be a part of people, And I think as kind of a ending thought about what's happening so far on a bigger scale is I think this whole launch has really stirred up on our team discussions of like personal momentum. And like going into the new year with feeling like you have personal momentum, like that you're on your game. And I don't want another year of 2 weeks of carb coma and then try to clear out of my eggnog fog come January. I'm going to hit the ground running at full speed in January, and it just feels great. And I just wanted to, thank you to the great founders. Thanks to you, Joe, Aaron, and the rest of the team that are working so hard. And thanks for your commitment to lead and for hearing us in the field and giving us a chance to get in on this now instead of making us wait for January. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Eric. Sure appreciate you and for being with us today. Thanks for your words. Let's talk a little bit now about what comes in December. December, we have an opportunity to buy all of the FAVAO products. They're all going to be ready in December. And so here's the deal. FAVAO Complete Pack. It's the complete pack that you'll be buying in December. It includes the FAVAO Body Cleanse, FAVAO Fiber, FAVAO Metabolic, and FAVAO Protein, 2 bags of the FAVAO Protein, which will give you a 30-day supply. It includes, with the program, it includes the program booklet and guide and a 1-year subscription to the online tools at FAVAO.com. So that's what you get with the complete pack. Now, for those of you who bought in November, you have the opportunity to buy the complete pack without the program, because obviously you bought the program and you don't need to buy it again. But anyone coming in new who hasn't ordered in November, you will be buying the complete pack with the program. Okay? If you haven't bought the program, you're required to buy the program in December with the complete pack.
You got to be in the program to be on the program.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So we've got a limited supply of orders or a product in December, and so those who did buy in November, you receive priority processing of your orders when it comes time to process those orders in December. If you bought in November, you're first in line to get your order processed in December. So that's important. We've got a few days left in November, so if you want to get to the front of the line and you haven't bought in November yet,
Got a few hours.
a few hours.
So yeah,
That's true. It is the last day of the month already.
2 hours in New York.
Yeah, that's true. So get online right now and get those orders placed if you haven't bought already. That'll put you to the front of the line for processing in December.
That's an important factor, Scott. I actually, as we were preparing for this webinar, I had the conversation with Eric while he was up on the phone. We are giving priority to those who participated in phase 1. So if we get, I posted this to my FAVAO Facebook yesterday. If we run out, phase 1 people get the first stab at all the product, and it's not only possible, it's probable that we will completely sell out of this first round of our FAVAO products. So just to let you know, guys, hop on.
So in December, you want to get your orders in early as well. You go to FAVAO.com. Right on the home page of that site, you'll see a place where you can download the order form. Okay, from December 1st through the 15th, we'll be accepting paper orders. So you've got to download the paper, fill it out, and fax it in, or call the customer service line to place your order. They'll fill it out for you there on the phone. We'll be accepting orders for the complete pack all month, from the 1st through the 31st. So you can order any time there, but of course, priority processing to those who ordered earlier in the month. And all these orders for the FAVAO complete pack will ship after Christmas. So after December 25th. All right, so in December, you've got the FAVAO complete pack. Here's the pricing. The complete pack with the program for distributors, it's $240 with 160 PV. Again, that includes all those products that I mentioned plus the program at the savings of $65. It's a great deal. And for customers, we're still offering a great deal. $250 with 160 PV, you'll be saving $55 as a customer.
Can I jump in here, Scott? I want to hit on the value of that, because people look at $240 like a lump sum payment. But if you were to stretch that out over a year, that's the equivalent of belonging to a great world-class community online at $19.95 per month. Are you kidding me? We're giving that away. You've got 1 year's access to that online community that we're including with the pack. Then the products are included, which are critical and fundamental to the program. The program booklet and the guide, which is worth hundreds of dollars because of the research that's gone into it and what it will do for you as an individual, and then the online community. That is phenomenal pricing. Now, it's early pricing, too. This is pre-launch pricing, so remember that.
And just so you know, that's a one-time purchase.
Yes.
Once you're on the program, you're in the program.
You get a year subscription to
and
those
you get a year
subscription
to the online tools. But even after the year, the program is a one-time purchase.
Yeah, great. Now, and some of you, I want to point out, some of you already knew what the pricing was going to be, or we announced the pricing of what this complete pack would be, and you'll notice that this pricing is not the same. It's actually lower because of feedback that we've gotten from great leaders like 200K Select, Eric Welch, and others who are listening today. We have lowered the price of one of the products to make it even more competitive and to give you better pricing on these products going forward forever. Best pricing ever right now, but of course, going forward, we have lower pricing all the way around. So for the complete pack without the program, again, this is for people who bought in November. It's only for people who bought in November and are already on the program. Distributors, you can buy the complete pack without the program for $185 with 160 PV. That's a $20 savings. And customers get it at the same price, $185 with 160 PV. And just to give you an idea, here's the pricing for January. In January, it goes up with the program, $260 for distributors and customers, and without the program, $195, and that's with 170 PV. Still a savings because it's a pack, and then in February we'll be able to buy products individually, and we'll be able to customize your packs for an ADP order. So let's now introduce one of our great guests and one of our trainers and someone who's a life coach and a training coach and someone whose photos are all over the internet now, everywhere, Robin. Robin, how are you today?
Well, Scott, I was really great until you reminded me of those photos. Somebody reminded me that people in Japan had seen my rear end last week, and I'm excited to share that with the world, but there's still a little trepidation, I'm not going to lie. A little awkwardness, but I just really want to encourage all of you to get started now on this program. Don't wait until January 1st, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that in a minute. I just want to tell you, you cannot afford to wait to get started on the FAVAO program tonight. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I don't even have my product yet. How am I supposed to get started? I don't want you to let that stop you, because we now have the incredible live FAVAO.com website. If you haven't taken time to log into that and get familiar with the tools yet, you need to do that right as soon as you get off of this call.
And Robin, the great thing here that I didn't mention before is that new people who are ordering the complete pack in December for the first time with the program, even though those orders won't be processed until the 15th, we're going to allow you access to the FAVAO.com site starting right away, as soon as you get your order.
Starting December 1st.
Yep, that's
wow.
right. So you get access to all that FAVAO website before you even have the charge on your credit card, because we think it's that important that you begin now and you begin getting educated on how this program works.
That is a great gift, an early Christmas gift from XANGO. That's going to give you.
Monica. I mean, we give all over.
We do.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being politically correct, Dave. Okay, so I want you to get onto that website, get familiar with the tools, print out your grocery list, go get your grocery shopping done, watch the FAVAO meal prep video so you can learn how to put your meals together very quickly, have everything ready for the upcoming week, throw it in the freezer, and come Monday morning, you are going to be ready to rock and roll. So pick yourself an accountability partner, and they don't have to be a XANGO distributor. In fact, if they're not, you've got two opportunities there. And then I want you to document your starting point. So take your measurements, take your weight, get a body fat percentage reading if you can do that. That's really a better way to track your progress over the scale, as some of our other guests have talked about. Take the pictures. Again, they don't have to be, you didn't see any, well, with the exception of mine, I guess, any super scandalous looking before pictures, but this is just something for you. You don't have to share this with anybody. It gives you something to really document where you are right now. And most importantly, journal how you are feeling inside. You're going to be amazed at the changes you'll experience before January 1st even rolls around. So this really is perfect timing. You know, a real interesting ritual is about to take place all over this world. In about a month, there are going to be millions and millions of people who are going to write down their New Year's resolution or their New Year's goal. And it's really no surprise, based on the obesity epidemic, that one of the top resolutions, if not the number one, will be to achieve better health in 2012, to lose weight, get more fit. So what does this mean for you? It means that 7 to 8 of every 10 people you come into contact with every single day are going to be starting a new diet program in a few weeks. So think of what this means to your friends and your loved ones and their health, and think of what this means to your XANGO business. There's really no better way to promote the FAVAO lifestyle than by living it and using it yourself and becoming a product of the product. And something else that we cover very thoroughly is that one of the main reasons people fail at a goal, their New Year's goals, their weight loss goals, really any goal in general, is because they don't have a plan. The FAVAO program has the plan. The nutrition, the exercise methods are spelled out. There's a detailed guide, the incredible products that support the lifestyle. So get ready for the new year today. We want you to go through the holiday season with FAVAO, and not only will you not gain the 5 to 10 pounds, you're going to lose weight, gain health, and you're going to hit the ground running with your 2012 XANGO business goals.
Robin, you could not have said it any better. That was perfect. Aaron, we're going to go back to Aaron Garrity, founder, chairman of the board, chief executive officer, all-around great guy, to give us the wrap-up on this incredible thing.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you, Robin, and Eric Welch, and Scott, and Joe, and everyone who's been a part of this call tonight. We are so excited about this product line, this FAVAO system. The new year is right upon us, and why not, like Eric said, go into the new year with personal momentum, having that story before you even start to sell this incredible product line. I know one of my New Year's resolutions is to be at 2% body fat by the end of the world. I think what is it?
Mayan calendar, yeah.
Mayan calendar, December 21st, 2012. So that's one of my great goals. I just want to be ready. But guys, this is a system that works. You can achieve your weight management goals, your dreams, and we've seen it. We see it right before our very eyes. We're so excited about this. Thank you for being on this call with us tonight. We look forward to hearing from you in December. God bless you, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.